Will Odell Beckham Jr. top 1,000 receiving yards?
Yeah, this is a great question. And I've said many times since the Ravens added Odell, they added Zay Flowers, that it's really difficult to predict what this distribution is going to look like among the pass catchers.
Yeah.
Because Mark Andrews is going to get his fair share of targets. You still have Rashad Bateman. Zay Flowers is going to get targets. Nelson Aguilar has a lot of potential. And I thought he was actually one of the most impressive players over the course of the offseason practices and made the most of his time with the ones. And then Odell, we've seen a little bit of him. We all know what he can do in his career, but we've only seen a limited dose of him during a mandatory minicamp. So will he top 1,000? That is, I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
I think he will top 1,000 receiving yards. I think that the Ravens have real confidence that he is somebody that is going to bounce back from the injury and return to that pre-injury form. I go back to the introductory press conference he had here when Eric Acosta said, we feel like we're getting a player who's going to explode again. Like that's the mindset that the Ravens have around Odell Beckham going into the season.
Yeah.
Everything that I've gotten from Odell when he's been here on the contract signing day and mandatory minicamp, when he's been in the building, he seems like he is really in a great place mentally. It feels like this is a perfect destination for him. He was fired up about playing with Lamar Jackson. They made no bones about it. That's one of the reasons that he's here. So I just think that like all of those things are good indications of where he is physically, mentally going into the season. And if he's healthy and he is happy, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't put up 1,000 yards.
Well, I think the reason is, to your first point, there's a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I don't think so. He hasn't topped 1,000 yards since 2019. Mark Andrews is going to be at 1,000 or above, certainly. I think he's still going to be really the number one target in this offense. Then you look at Rashad Bateman. If he's healthy, he's going to be at or near 1,000.
Let's not forget, Lamar's going to get 6,000. So 1,000 for Odell, 1,000 for Mark, 1,000 for Bateman, 1,000 for Zay, 1,000 for Duvernay. Just run down the list.
Exactly. I think that Rashad Bateman certainly can put up big numbers, be right around 800 to 1,000. I think that's probably where Odell settles. Zay Flowers, I would expect, is going to be in the 500 to 800 range, probably as a rookie. I think they're going to throw the ball more to their running backs, so that's going to take up some targets also. J.K. Dobbins will probably put up around, 300 receiving yards.
Yeah.
And so I don't think so. They have deep tight ends. Isaiah Likely's another target. There's just a lot of guys. And so I think that Odell Beckham, even if he's healthy and playing well, which I expect that he will, I think that his biggest impact is going to come in clutch situations, third downs, moving the chains, fourth quarter, red zone. I mean, he's a great red zone target.
Yeah.
I think he could score 10 touchdowns. I don't think that's crazy to say. But I don't think that he's going to be just a yards monster because there's so many other guys. And I don't think that the Ravens offense is all of a sudden going to pivot to this just 4 wide, spread it out. We're chucking the ball all the time. I think that it's going to be balanced.
Yeah.
I think they're going to run the ball a fair amount. So I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you're going to see more of a 3 receiver sets.
I think you'll see more of that.
I don't.
But
think it's going to be
still going to be balanced even with that.
Yeah, they will be. I mean, this is not going to be a team that now throws the ball 80% of the time. That's not going to be the case. But I just. If they're going to make the stride, so I think Lamar's going to hit more deep shots, and that's going to be more of a larger piece of the offense. And I think that he's going to have his best passing season of his career. It's like, so where are those yards coming? That's what I like. And it could be distributed amongst the group.
I think Bateman could have 800, Beckham could have 800, Mark could be at 1,000. Zay could be at 500, 700, whatever. That's a lot of yards. That's adding up. I don't have the quick math on me, but that's adding up.
I just think you probably, if Lamar's gonna throw for, say, 4,500 yards, 4,000 plus yards, then you probably have 2 guys that are maybe right at 1,000,
right around there,
and that could be Mark, and that could be Odell.
No, Nelson Aguilar, how many he could put up 400, 500?
Yeah, and I think that
certainly
health is going to be a big factor in this entire conversation, but I
like that you're going over.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm confident. I'm high on Odell Beckham going into the season. I think he's going to have a really big year.